Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today we'll be profiling my friend Quinn's Fluffal deck. Fluffals?
Fluffal Frightfur.
Fluffal Flight. I never come out of this.
Fluffal Frightfur.
Fluffal Frightfur. So without further ado, let him take. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for a profile of this. I'm going to build the deck eventually once Tiger gets the reprint, but right now, here's Quinn with his deck.
Reprints, man.
I know.
I'm a little upset because.
Why would you spell his Beton Swords? Think about it.
Alright.
Like those are the good dreams, bad dreams are the
Yeah.
Wow.
Makes sense.
So, 3 Denebs are Fluffal dogs. It searches for any Fluffal or Edgem Sabers, so I start calling it Deneb instead of Stratos because Deneb needs the credit too. So it searches for anything.
Is it on summon or normal summon?
On summon, normal summon or special summon from hand.
So Deneb.
From hand, no.
Yeah, from hand. So that's why it's not as good, but it's still good.
It's important to know that I'm going to get banned.
3 sheep. You can special summon it if you control a Fluffal monster, and then you can activate its effect to bring a Fluffal back from your field to the hand, and then special summon the Edgem from your hand or graveyard.
That's it, dude.
So that lets you reuse your dog. You just normal this, normal the dog, search for the sheep, and then special this sheep, and then put back the dog and special Edgem from your hand or graveyard.
Doesn't matter.
I played 3 ice Fluffal mouse.
Oh, so cute.
Because it's the new one.
It's got a fucking donut.
Yeah, and it makes Wolf good, and it lets Tiger blow up more stuff.
They didn't do anything until Worlds. And they won Worlds and got shit on.
I play 2 cats because when you use it with polymerization, you get the poly back in your hand, so it just extends your plays.
That's what was scaring people.
I play 1 owl because it searches for poly, and 1 rabbit because you can add
I don't think it's fair either.
Fluffal monster from your graveyard to your hand when you use it as fusion material. I don't really I was Ovid every once in a while, but it's mainly just another name. And an owl. There's another name too.
That causes the best deck. How many regionals is that?
I play 3 Edgem Chains. I think this is the best Edgem there is. When it declares an attack, you search for another one. But the main effect you want to use is when it's sent to the graveyard from your hand or field, you search for a Fluffal card. Or sorry, Frightfur card.
I hate VA. I do think it's better.
I actually only played 2 Edgem Saws. I thought 3 was a little buggy, and I didn't want to see it too many times. It's really good for stacking your deck, and then you can make plays with Toy Vendor with it.
So you do run the Toy Vendor in the deck too as well, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. So 2 of that, 1 Tomahawk, because it's a cowboy, and it can be any one of the other ones, any of the other Edgems. So this one's actually one of the better ones. And then I actually only run 1 Edgem Sabers. People run more than 1. I actually only really like a 1 because you can always replace its name with King of the Swamps. You want to play 3 because it's any of the Edgems that you need.
Oh, so you just replace.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see why you want to take.
And it's a polymerization. It's 2 things in your hand. It's poly, and it's an Edgem. So it's really good. And if you use Frightfur Fusion, these can substitute in the graveyard too.
Oh, so that's why you run it.
And then hand traps, I just run 2 Effect Veiler and 2 Max C's for defense.
10 draws.
I actually had a duel not too long ago where it was at Nova. Somebody was beating me. I had 150 life points left. I dropped Max C against Gem Knights. And he kept going. Okay, I had 150 life points left, and then he had 2 level 4s, so he played Cowboy, and I was like, cool, draw, and I drew the Effect Veiler. This happened like yesterday.
You must have been so happy.
Oh
you were
my God,
so
dude,
boosted. You're like,
awesome.
oh, I'm not gonna lose.
So he's like,
right.
Cowboy Effect? I was like, cool, Effect Veiler.
Thanks for the Veiler, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably screwed the field too.
2 Polymerization and 1 Fusion Substitute. Actually, you can play 3 Polymerization, but I actually really like this one. Because sometimes, more than often than not, you'll have a Frightfur Fusion in your graveyard, and you always want to put it back with the Fusion Substitution. So you banish this, put it back in your extra deck, and then you get to draw a card.
So do you find with fusion substitution that the fact that you can't fuse, I think it's from your hand?
Yeah, you can only do it on the field, which is fine because with sheep, it's easy.
It's easier now because
easy
of
with
that.
sheep.
Are all the Fluffals the same attribute?
They're all fairies.
No, attribute.
Oh, attribute. Earth.
Or they're
I think they're all
Earth?
Earth, yeah.
Have you thought about throwing in a little hero engine? Playing some Blaze Man?
No.
Because you can make Diane, and Diane would summon Shadowmist to summon Darklaw, which is pretty good. That's why I play Wildheart in my hero deck.
The deck takes up too many rooms.
I don't know, think about it, that'd be kind of cool. See a hero Fluffal.
Fright for Fusion. It's your Miracle Fusion, special summon Fright for by banishing from your field or your graveyard. So this is your OTK. This and any polymerization OTKs your opponent. So we can get into that a little bit.
No problem. Take your time, man.
I run one upstart color.
He's too pro. He's too pro, my friends. So he only
Is there a
has
reason
one
why?
upstart.
The reason why I only run one is actually because for some reason it always lands in my hand when I play Saw. So what happens is I'll discard a Fluffal for Saw, draw 2, and it'll be something I want and upstart. So I stack the one I want and then keep the upstart in hand, activate the upstart, and then I redraw.
And plus, you explained to me earlier, like the reason why you don't want more upstarts is because it's an OTK based deck, so you don't want to freaking like.
So you want the wolf and the tiger to go off.
And then he runs the one MST
for
one.
any.
So I don't know why.
Back to GOAT format.
Yeah. Any floodgate. Hey, Vanities kills this deck.
We're back to
Alright,
That's what I'm saying. That's your
Vanities
Vanities.
kills the deck. Skills are in, and all that good stuff. One Dark Hole. Because Regeki, I actually do not have another Regeki.
That's fine, man.
Dark Hole works. It's fine. Dark Hole's fine. Continuous traps. I play two
Continuous
toy
spells.
vendors, or continuous spells,
Factory.
and one Fright for Factory. I actually might cut this and put in another toy vendor. I'm definitely gonna play 3 when the wings come out. But
Just a little bit longer.
yeah, just a little longer. So this basically is polymerization by banishing a polymerization or a Fright for Fusion, and then if this is sent to the graveyard, then you get to add one of your banished fusion spells. So it's not bad. I don't really resolve the effect often.
Replaces what it costs.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't resolve that effect often, but this, I mean, you stack with Saw or you stack with Sabers, and then you activate this, and then you get pluses. And I actually reread the text. I couldn't believe I went over this, but I thought when you draw the card and say it is a Fluffal monster, I thought you have to special summon that Fluffal monster. It's actually you special summon one card from your hand. So then
One card?
one monster.
Think about running some heroes,
So-
get a free shot of this search, man.
So
Come
that's
on.
why people play Christia or stuff like that, because I mean,
Jinzo!
or Jinzo. So 2 of these, I'm definitely putting it 3. And then lastly, I play 1 Magical Hats. Same reason you play it in like Harpies, I guess. Because for some reason I always find it in my opening hand.
You send it to the graveyard.
What happens when that card dies?
Oh yeah, because when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, it searches a Fluffal monster or Edgem Sabers.
Oh yeah, that still
So
works.
you set it, turn 1, and then
It doesn't say face up card, right? Just says card?
Just card.
Just card.
So
Yeah,
whatever.
that's just like Hysteric Sign.
Yeah.
so these 2 sent to the graveyard at the end of the battle phase or whatever, or they attack into it, you get 2 searches.
Is it once per turn, or can you do that more than once?
You do it more than once.
That's really good.
Yeah,
That's
so
better
you
than Harpies in
set
some
the 2,
cases.
and then they
both
end the
work.
battle phase. You search 2.
And then you won't draw them either,
Yeah.
so that's really good.
So you search the dog and whatever.
That's it. That's better than the Harpies version.
Yeah.
Harpies can only do the one.
Yeah.
Even though they get 3 cards off of it, like that'd be cool. They could do more than one. And they could fucking get 6 cards in their hand. Bullshit.
Extra deck.
So that's the main deck. Extra deck.
Yep. Go into extract, man. Thank you.
One
Chimera.
Chimera. You don't really go into it, but it's always there when you need it. I mean,
Big ol'
it's
booty.
like Goyo, essentially. Goyo. It is Goyo, and it's Armades. So that's.
It's Goyo for dick.
Have you made it?
I have.
And how
frigate.
often? I'm just curious.
Very little. Very not often.
But it's good to
Not
have.
very often. But yeah, I mean, like having cards just to have them, just to make
Just
sure
in
you
case
have.
scenarios.
Yeah, I understand. No, I understand.
Something is always gonna happen.
I'm just curious. That's all.
Play 2 wolves.
My bad.
This
Sorry,
lets
guys.
you OTK your opponent along with this guy. 2 tigers.
Tiger.
Got Wolfing and Tiki.
So you kind of basically use.
El Tigre and a Lobo.
Yeah, these
There
are
we
gonna
go.
combo together, which I can explain later. You got 2 Leos or Volcasaurus. In its essence, it is Volcasaurus. You pop a monster, your opponent takes the attack of it, and this cannot attack directly. So I mean, it's
It's
not
really
bad.
Volcasaurus in fusion form.
Yeah, Volcasaurus and Fusion form. And the best fusion, in my opinion, well, it's like a tie between this one and Tiger, but Sheep.
Sheep is definitely the best one.
When it gets destroyed by an opponent's card, well, first of all, it's Armades. That's like, one of the better things. But when it gets destroyed by an opponent's card, it comes back with 800 more attack. Unfortunately, it does not stack. That would be nice, but I mean, either way, 2,000, okay. Attacked over something with 2,000 attack, and this gets destroyed. Okay, cool. Bring it back. Attack again for 28, and they can't respond to it. So that's very.
Little warning: if you ever end up playing against it, they'll end up like running into something that's bigger than them just to bring it back.
Yeah,
out of it.
exactly.
It's so dumb.
You actually do play a couple Xyz. I play one of Best Dweller. This is actually won me a match against Yang Zings. You make a Best Dweller, and then you blow up the field with Wolf or Tiger. Sorry. One Karen Gorgon because you want to keep the sheep on board. So Compulse kills it, Phoenix Wing Moonblast kills it. So Castell and Exciton because there's Sables, and one Gachi because you can special summon 2 sheeps in one turn. You can only activate 1 sheep per turn, but you can get 2 off, and then your monsters get the boost. So if you get a sheep on board, and then you have a Gachi, it gains the attack.
What level is the hamster?
You mean the mouse?
Yeah.
Mouse, whatever.
Mouse is
the
1.
one with the donut. Let's go.
Yeah, mouse is 1.
So anything else you want to mention, Quinn, man?
I mean, like, it's a really fun deck. I enjoy it a lot. One of the combos I can show you real quick.
Yeah, go right ahead.
You need this. Let's use this just for sake of example. And then you're always gonna have like a couple, at least 2 Fluffals. So let's just go with these 2 real quick. So even this. Okay, so these 5 cards OTK, like straight up. Bam. So this right here. Okay, so activates. Or so you search this. All right. So say you have these 3 in your hand. Okay.
All right.
You normal summon. Search. Special.
The sheep.
Or you don't even need a special, but special.
Yeah.
Activates.
Power.
And then you search for. You special this. You're using this. So you got 3 materials. So your opponent's 3 cards blow up. And then, alright, cool. Activate Fright for Fusion. Banish these 3. And then you make the wolf. So now it can attack
3 times.
3 times with 20, I believe. Each of them gain 300 for each Fluffal and Fright Fur on the field. So this is at 26 and this is at 25.
With 3 attacks.
With 3 attacks. So 3 attacks on this, and that would be good.
Ain't bad.
And if you can't do that, then you can always go into this, like make the poly blow up the field, and then since King of the Swamp's in your graveyard, activate the fusion, and then I mean if you can't OTK them, then you can always go into actually any one of these, wolf, sheep, yeah, you can make any one of them with the King of the Swamp. So that's why that's essentially.
That's why you run King of the Swamp.
You run 3. It's a polymerization and it's any edge gem.
And it can search polymerization too as well, can it?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So that's Fluffal Fright Furs.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, you got it.
So next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.
Oh yeah.